Hey guys, this is Nickel Plate Studios here. This is an update video as to why Forbidden Trackage Part 2 is taking so long to film and release. I know a couple of you have pressed me on the matter, and with all due respect, yeah, you guys, I agree, you guys totally deserve an explanation as to why it's, been taking so long. I'm sorry if I'm kind of been in the dark about it, about why it's taking so long, and I want to be as transparent about this as possible. So I'm gonna try and keep my thoughts together here and try and list off the reasons why it's taken so long. And I also got to make this fast because it's 7:57 and I got to be at work by 9. And I know that I know that sounds like a pretty lengthy period of time there, but there's like a bunch of other things I got to do in between then and now. You know, so here's why it's taken so long. Number one, and this is kind of this is like more of a personal thing. My motivation tends to fluctuate. I know a lot of you could probably just say at that I'm just being plain lazy, and I guess you within your rights to think that. But it's not something I can really control. The past couple segments I've done on Forbidden Trackage Part 2 is it's mainly as a result of huge bursts of motivation that I was able to get those segments done. You know, it tends to fluctuate. It is a little overwhelming to work on just because it is a 62, 63 long page long script. I cannot grammar. But it's a long script and it's going to take a while to film. So in addition to the motivation problem, I have had some technical problems while filming Forbidden Trackage Part 2. Once, or maybe twice, I only know of it happening once, but it might have happened twice, I don't know. Train Simulator 12 is, it crashes occasionally, and it messes the entire game up, and then I gotta reinstall it. It did crash. Train Simulator 12 did crash, like, a few months ago. And I managed to save the Tidewater Mega Route, which I'd like to show you guys someday, and I'm trying to figure out how to make a video to do that, but that's not the point. The route I had made for filming Forbidden Trackage Part 2 on, I had done some scenery work too, but when the game crashed, and I reinstalled the route, it was an older CDP file I had saved of it, so all the scenery work I had done for scenes in Forbidden Trackage Part 2 basically went flying into the abyss. So, yeah, it's gone. The version of the route I had is donezo. So, I've been trying to find other routes to film it on, just to try and compensate, just because I don't really have the time to, do the scenery work I had previously done. I mean, I could probably find it, but I've got a busy schedule ahead of me. So that's why Forbidden Trackage Part 2 has kind of been halted for a little bit. I mean, obviously, Train Simulator is working now. I'm trying to maybe scout out some possible locations on my Tidewater Mega Route that I could film it on, but, like I said, it's a process and it's going to take a while. The other thing that's the reason Forbidden Trackage Part 2 has been slow is because of work. I finally landed myself a job at least 3-4 weeks ago at a local fruit market in my area. So they've been giving me more hours just because, hey, it's work, got to get that check, the CHEQ. But anyways, so, usually the past week, the past work week I've had amounted to 26 hours, and I know that isn't a lot compared to, the people that work full-time. Usually that's like a 48-hour work week. I don't know. I'm assuming it varies, but, I work far less hours than people who work full-time, but the shifts I've been called in for, You're usually late in the mid-afternoon to late evening, or like the past couple of days, it's been like early in the morning at like 6 to like maybe 10 or 11 in the morning, and I have to be at work by 6, which means I have to get up at like 5 o'clock or 4:50 in the morning. It's Forbidden Trackage Part 2 is going to be slowed down considerably because of that. Now, I'm not complaining because I do like my job, and I just have to accept it as it comes. I know this is the one part that a lot of people who, this is the thing, this is one of the things that happens to, a train series creator, okay? It's, growing up, it's it's something that I know. I know that some people dread, but it's part of life. I gotta do this job. Because I want to become financially independent, and I do need to start pulling my own weight at some point. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop making videos altogether. By all means, I'm gonna try and get, release videos when I can, because I still want to do it for you guys. I still want to release Forbidden Trackage Part 2, and I know you guys still want to see it. But I'm just accepting this as it comes. This is just a part of life. So, and the other thing too that I've been kind of away for is, aside from work and motivation fluctuations and all that other good stuff and Train Simulator crashing, is I've been trying to invest my time in things that are important to me. My HO layout that some of you have seen in my older YouTube videos is showing its age. It is ready to be buried 6 feet under. So I'm currently trying to invest my resources in building a new HO layout in my mother's basement. It's the plan for it is it's going to have 2 levels. The top level is going to be HO, and the bottom one's going to be O scale, just because I have some O gauge trains that I haven't ran in a while, and they need to be ran. Additionally, the new layout will have more space on it, and hopefully my brother and I can figure out something to where it has fewer electrical issues like the one that I currently have. Obviously it's going to cost a pretty penny. I still need to take measurements of the plywood just to see what dimensions they need to be. I need to get more track, need to get lumber for the bracing of the table, all the stuff that goes into building a new layout. Additionally, I've been over to my grandparents frequently, trying to help them out with whatever things they do. I recently helped my grandmother complete her gardening project that was like 3 years in the making, and it was laying a path, in this one part of my grandparents' property. My grandmother, she really wanted to see it done. Gardening is like, her hobby as mine is with trains. She's really adamant about it. She's looking in the magazines for new types of plants and flowers and stuff. And I wanted to help her. Put that path together in the garden, just because she can't really do that stuff alone. She's on oxygen. She's not dying. I hope you guys aren't getting that impression, but she definitely can't do all that stuff on her own. Obviously building this path required laying bags of gravel down that are really heavy, carrying rocks that are really heavy. So I've been helping her out with that. I've been helping, my mom out doing different things, so all around just trying to, help people, do other things, invest my time in other stuff. I've been a busy man lately. So I understand, I want to convey in the most serious of terms that Forbidden Trackage Part 2 is not at all canceled. It's just, like I said, it's been creeping along slowly. just because I have to manage my time now and plan accordingly. Now that I'm working, and now that I want to get moving on building this new layout. So I understand. The last thing I want to do is waste your guys' time. So what I've considered doing is breaking down Forbidden Trackage Part 2 into 2 or 3 different parts individually. So Forbidden Trackage may become part 3, a 3-part, 4-part type special. I'll probably go ahead and, like, when I get back from work later today, get some edit it a little bit, and unfortunately end what would be part 2 on a cliffhanger, even though I hate cliffhangers. But like I said, I want you guys to know that I am working on it, and that it is moving along. And I figure as much as it would be spoiling it, I'll probably release the part of what I've gotten done in part 2. So I know it's a lot to take in. Just hang in there. I'm still working on Forbidden Trackage Part 2 when I can. Like I said, I know you guys want to see it, and I really want to release this thing too. I feel like it would do. The thing for me is the whole ITM situation is a disaster, and I feel like this would kind of do it justice, in a way. Not that it really does anything, but it's just my creative spin on it. So I'll go ahead and release release part of the thing I've done later, part of the segment of part 2 that I have done. I'll probably split it down into 3 or 4 parts, give or take, depending on what happens. Thank you guys for listening. I know it's a rant. I do apologize if that was a lot to take in. Just hang in there. It's coming along. Just hang in there, guys. I still want to release this for all you guys. It's just gonna take a little bit. Thank you guys for listening. Peace out. Peace out, guys.